Chapter 4, Troubleshooting the SD50 locomotive. Introduction to the section covers the operational problems that may occur on the road and suggests that actions may be taken on the operator to respond and troubleshoot. Safety devices automatically protect the equipment in case of a default of operation of almost any component. In this general protection is obtained by one of the following methods: complete the shutdown of the diesel engine, complete elimination of the function such as the dynamic braking, unload the diesel engine, and restriction to idle engine speed. In some instances, manual resetting of the function may be necessary. Automatic resetting after the time delay may be provided. 3. Rough backup regulation for the protection of the equipment. Note the indicator light designs are written as they are given on the basic unit's designation of the special equipment in parentheses. The condition of leading unit engine shutdown. The probable causes are engine speed overspeed shutdown. The lead engine shutdown, the main generator bearing failure. Move the throttle to the engine overspeed shutdowns. Move the throttle to the idle and reset the overspeed device. Restart the engine. If the engine overspeeds, shut the engine down again, and then do not attempt to restart the engine. If the lead engine shuts down, the main generator bearing failure, maintenance personnel can confirm the condition inspecting the BDR relay. If equipped on the main panel side of the high voltage control cabinet. If the BDR light is on, the main generator bearing failure has occurred and the engine starting is prevented. Lead unit hot engine light, alarm bell ringing, engine running, but engine speed of the reduced unless equipped with reduced power notification. Temporary operating conditions is more likely to occur during a tunnel or desert operation. Leading hot unit is a hot engine and the alarm bell rings and the engine running, but engine speeds and reduced with reduced power notification. Temporary operation like in a tunnel or desert operation, no action unless the alarm persists. The alarm continues more than a few minutes, then check the shutters are open, the radiator blows, motors are operating. Also check the proper coolant level. If necessary to shut down the engine in freezing weather, the cooling system should be drained, otherwise protected to prevent the freezing. If the lead engine is hot and the light bulb is running and the bell is ringing and the speed power is reduction and the low coolant level, the unit should be shut down and the coolant level is low, or if the coolant leaks. And check if there's a low coolant leak. Shutters are not operating properly. If the lead unit hot engine and light is on, and reduce the operating speed. If the shutters are not operating properly, if the shutters are closed, the manual shutter control valve may be incorrectly set to a test position. The valve should be set in the operating position. The unit should be shut down if the shutters do not open. Same thing, heat bell rings and nullification of power. The radiator blower motors are not operating. If the radiator blower motor is not operating, the 200 ampere fuses located in the AC cabinet may be opened. They must use the shutdown before replacing the fuses. The unit should be shut down if the blower motor does not operate. The lead unit has a heavy ground fault relay, a light on the alarm bell. The leading unit ground relay operation. The suggested operator responses are: if the unit is equipped with the automatic ground relay set, if the reset the automatically within 10 seconds unless the total number of ground relay operation is excessive. If a unit is not equipped with the automatic ground relay reset, it takes no action for 10 seconds. To press the control ground relay reset push button on the control stand. The ground relay push button should not be pressed more than 3 times within a consecutive 30-minute period. If the ground relay operation is caused by the traction motor flashover, the weakened traction motor installation may be paused by continuous operation of the unit. Cutting out of the defective traction motor, the control circuits automatically reduce the power of the unit having a traction motor cut out. If the unit should be isolated and shut down if more than the 3 ground relay operations occur within any consecutive 30-minute period, if the automatic ground relay reset devices lock out. The lead unit, no battery charge, no power charged. The light on the alarm bell rings and at the idle speed are shut down. There probably causes no companion alternator output voltage. If the unit should be down, check the 10% ampere auxiliary generator field circuit breaker, the 100 ampere auxiliary generator circuit breaker. Also check the engine overside speed trip lever, reset the circuit breaker. Engine is over trip speed of the restart engine. If the overspeed trip lever is the circuit breaker, trip again. The unit shall be isolated and shut down. If the unit remains at an idle speed, check 15 ampere AC control circuit. If the above the circuit breaker are not open and the engine speed over the trip lever set, the unit should be isolated and shut down. The leading unit of the governor shut down, light on, and the alarm's bell ringing, and engine shut down. Lower the water detector button. If the hot engine and the governor shut down, lights are on. The unit shall be isolated. Do not attempt to restart the engine. Report the engine shut down to authorized personnel. Authorized maintenance personnel. If the crankcase pressure detector button is set, the lower water valves button in the governor and low oil plunger are tripped, and perform the check of the following: cooling water level satisfactory, cooling water temperature satisfactory, no visible oil leaks or water leaks, governor oil level satisfactory, crankcase oil level satisfactory. If all items are normal, the engine may be restarted, placed on the line after restarting the locomotive water detector and button in the governor low oil shutdown plunger. If the governor's down light comes on again, the unit shall be isolated and shut down. If the governor shut down and the light on the bell rings, engine shut down, and it has hot or low oil. If the low water detector button, crankcase pressure detection button are set on the governor, low oil plunger is tripped, do not attempt to restart the engine. Isolate the unit and notify the authorized maintenance personnel. Intermediate wheel slippage light indicates the speed limit under 1.5 miles an hour. The crankcase pressure detector tripped. Then crankcase pressure detected has tripped and weight more than further engine room inspection. Do not attempt to restart the engine and isolate the unit. If the freezing conditions are postable, drain the cooling system. Otherwise, protect the system from freezing. Wheel slippage light and continuous irregularity flashing wheel slip light indicates the speed over 1.5 miles an hour. Normally, wheel slips correction under the several severe conditions. No action is required. Do not reduce the throttle unless slipping is too severe that it is threatening to break the train. Lock sliding wheels. Check all wheels of the locomotive rotate freely. Do not operate the locomotive unless all wheels rotate freely. Possible super series failure. No operator response. Locomotive will continue to operate on the backup wheel control system. Report the condition to authorized maintenance personnel. Condition cycling on and off the wheel slip light indicates over 1.5 miles per hour. The wheel is oversped. It reduces if the overspeed is suspected. Turbo auxiliary pump light is on. Normal conditions of 35 minutes after engine start or stop. No action necessary. Turbocharged auxiliary pump light on pump light. Turbo auxiliary pump light not on if the engine start or stop. Tripped turbo light loop pump circuit breaker. Notify authorized personnel maintenance. The pneumatic control system operating light, the penalty brake application. Observe railroad regulations after any penalty of the emergency brake application. The PCS light is on. Emergency brake application. Locomotive equipped for the PCS open upon the emergency brake application. To regain the power, move the throttle to idle. Automatically brake handle to the suppression hand position, then to release. Engine will not crank. The circuit breakers are on or the switches in the proper position. Circuit breakers or switches are not in the proper position. Move the throttle to idle. Move the automatic brake handle to the emergency position and wait 45 seconds. Then move to the automatic brake handle to the release position. If the EP module is not operating properly, if equipped, refer to the section 3 of the engine starting procedures. Bar the engine over the full revolution, then holding the bypass. Switch the EP onto the EP module closed while cranking the engine. Immersion heater of the external battery charging connected when the engine will not crank. The probable cause: immersion heater of the external battery charging cables connected. Disconnect the immersion heater of the external battery charging cables. Alarm bell rings, no alarm lights on in the lead unit. Starting the fuse defective, the suggested operator response, check a fuse and replace it if necessary. The probable cause for the alarm bell is no alarms on. Starting a motor, thermal overload circuit is activated if equipped. No action until the red light or the fuel pump and engine switch or junction box goes out. None of the above. Refer to the lead unit engine shutdown at the beginning of this section. Trailing unit on a hot engine. Refer to the lead unit hot engine. Trailing unit of low water detector button. Refer to the governor shutdown, governor down. Trailing the unit hot oil low under governor. Refer to the lead governor shut off down. Trailing the unit crank detector button tripped. Refer to the governor shutdown. Trailing unit ground relay operation. Refer to the ground relay fault. Trailing unit no companion alternator output voltage. Refer to the lead unit no battery charge, no power lighting on. And so does it for the SD50 operator's manual, service department of obligation of the SD50.